I'm back. I can't even remember the last time I made a proper YouTube video. 4 months ago. Oh, that was like before my birthday. And look at the mess of this place. And, oh my god, is that Ryan? Now you're probably wondering why I decided to post in like the start of February for the first time in like 4 months. Well, I decided to make a city, and there isn't much because I've only spent half an hour a day for the past week, but here's my progress so far. Before you watch this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, as I'm only on 50 subscribers, and subscribing would support my channel. Let's get started then. Welcome to the city of Marburg, a bustling British city with cool shops and cosy cafes. The first district I've been working on is town centre, where there'll be lots of shops and urban areas, as well as maybe a few skyscrapers and high-rise office buildings. Our first road we'll be looking at in this tour is Park Avenue, a quiet but somehow bustling street with nice shops, cafes, and it is situated next to Marburg Central Park. The roads in the city were perfectly designed to be walkable for both pedestrians and cars, with each path taking exactly 1 minute to walk down. This is our first building on Park Avenue, which is a 3-storey tall corner building with a supermarket at the bottom. Every shop in this town is fully furnished and will have cool lighting effects on the outside that will look really dazzling at night. It is very easy to tell which buildings were built off of Pinterest or not, because I'm quite bad at building, and this one is easily taken off of Pinterest. This is our second building, which is a 5-storey tall townhouse with a bookstore at the bottom. Our next building is a 3-storey tall townhouse inspired by American and British buildings. It has a cool barbershop at the bottom as well. Our next and tallest building is a 7-storey tall New York inspired townhouse with a vinyl store at the bottom. In terms of both looks and interior, I think this is the ugliest building in my opinion. Our second tallest building is a 4-storey tall European townhouse with a cafe at the bottom. The flats on top have their own balconies. This chimney at the top was a big controversy because I built it at first and it looked really ugly and suspicious at the same time, so I used Pinterest to make a new chimney. And here is our cosy cafe. It does seem a bit out of place though, because the walls are like really white and minimalistic, but it does look really nice and really good furnished. The only thing though is that I copied this off Pinterest, just like some of the other interiors and houses. Our next building is a 3-storey tall townhouse inspired by the buildings in my hometown. I haven't thought of a shop to be put in this building as I have lots of ideas, but they seem out of place, so type in the comments what idea I should put in there. Our next building is a 4-storey tall townhouse inspired by a corner building in Chicago. It has got a deli inside. I made this interior by myself and I'm quite impressed with it because I'm not good at making interiors. I don't have a name for our next road, but it's going to be connected to the high street. It will have lots of shops and cool market stands. Type in the comments what name you want for this street so I can know. Main streets are also lined up with bike lanes on each side, and I'll also put a bike trail in the central park. Our next building is another building inspired by my hometown. It's the shortest building and it's got 2 shops at the bottom. Our first shop is this nice cosy fish and chip shop, inspired by the ones at Great Yarmouth. Our next shop and our last shop is a Turkish doner kebab shop. I have named these doner kebab people with British slang, as people usually call doner kebab people boss man, which I think is a funny joke to put in, especially when British people probably live in this city. And if you think that was cool, just look at the city at night. Now, my city is a pretty solid city, but there's one problem. An uncompleted building. Now, you're probably thinking, why would I leave a building uncompleted for a YouTube video? Well, I'm going to show you a quick demonstration of how I build my houses, and so you can get inspiration of how to build others as well. First, we're going to lay down the foundation for our building. If you're going to do a shop, I'll base the geometry off of what's going to be inside the shop. So I'm going to put these along here so the counters can fit perfectly in here, and shelves as well. After you're done with the front, go along to the back so you can connect it the rest of your building. Now fill in your floor with a block of your choice. Now build your walls up. Each floor should be 4 to 6 blocks tall with a ceiling gap and a floor gap as well for the other floor. Now you need a different colour block to add contrast between floors. Now add your second floor. This can be the same height as the floor below or 1 block taller or shorter. Next, break some windows out. It doesn't matter how tall they are or where you put them. They can rather be asymmetrical or symmetrical, it doesn't matter as long as they are reasonable shape. If you don't want interiors like I don't, you can add clay blocks to go behind the windows, just to add a little bit of fog behind the windows. Next, build your windows. The base part of it could be light grey glass and use white window panes for the frames. Now, add your window frames. Now, use a structure block to duplicate your floor. You can do 2 floors, 3 floors, 4 floors and even 5 floors. It doesn't matter, just as long as it looks nice compared to the rest of the building. Now, on the structure block, set up your dimensions for the building. Give your structure a code name and save it. Now structure block borders load the block below the actual structure block. So what you're going to do here is include the bit below by building a block up and then place the structure block on top of that. Then load your structure with the same name. Next, you're going to build your roof. Build a pointy shape of any gradient. It doesn't matter if it's steep or shallow, just as long as it matches your build. Next, build your roof. Once you're done with your building, mine out the window and door holes for your shop. Now inside you can build your own interior for the shop, but what I'm going to do now is build an art shop off camera. So here is my custom art shop. I do not have a billboard or like a logo out, so you can decide what logos to do in the comments or any name ideas, but I don't know at the minute. When you come into this shop, you see these grey and acacia shells, which are like orange and grey. And then you've got these weird black bands on the side. I don't know what they are, but it makes them look nicer. Then you've got your nice till here. And just in case you're wondering why the paintings are floating, I use structure voids. Now let's say you want a back room for your shop, but you can't be bothered to make the back room yet. Just clear out the foundations, replace it with your floor and make a hole in the wall. Then add a depth block at the top if you really need to, and add a windowless door to block the view of the back room. Next thing we're going to do is come outside and use like a dark coloured block to block the door, so it looks like you're opening your door into a void. I know it wasn't the best tutorial, but this was a simple way of building a shop building like this. In this building you have the postal offices on top for the Marburg newspaper, and on the bottom you'll have a nice art shop. hope you enjoyed this video, and I will make these videos into a series, and I'll post the videos every month. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next video. Bye.